She was found where time had stopped breathing. At the edge of a forgotten railway yard, under pale moonlight, a small pink engine sat silently on rusted tracks. Dust covered her body, paint faded by years of neglect. Yet her large, expressive eyes were still open, watching the world as if waiting to be remembered. She did not move. She did not speak. But her presence carried a quiet sadness and a fragile hope that someone would finally notice she was still here. When the first light touched her face, it felt like a gentle promise. Hands moved slowly, respectfully, brushing away years of dust in silence. With every stroke, more of her soft pink metal was revealed, and faint floral decals whispered stories of a time when she was loved and admired. Her eyes reflected the movement around her, calm and trusting, as if she understood that this moment was different. This was not abandonment. This was the beginning. The cleaning began carefully, almost tenderly. Water flowed over her body, carrying away grime, oil, and the weight of forgotten years. Rust loosened its grip, and the metal beneath began to breathe again. Steam drifted softly into the air, mixing with the morning light, while her gentle face remained unchanged, round, innocent, and quietly emotional. Each second of the time-lapse felt like healing, not just repair. Piece by piece, she was taken apart. Wheels were removed, panels lifted, and worn components laid out in careful order. There was no rush, no force, only patience and respect for what she once was. Her frame told a story of strain and endurance, yet it remained strong at its core. Even as parts were separated, her eyes seemed to follow every movement, silent but aware. The rust was treated with precision and care. Old corrosion was stripped away, metal surfaces restored, and protective treatments applied to preserve her strength. Sparks flew bravely, not in violence, but in renewal. Her frame was aligned, straightened, and reinforced, ensuring she could stand proudly once more. In the quiet rhythm of the workshop, her future was being rebuilt. Her wheels returned to life next. Each one was cleaned, repaired, and perfectly balanced. Bearings were restored, surfaces smoothed, and motion tested by hand. For the first time in years, her wheels turned freely, without resistance, without pain. It was a small movement, almost unnoticeable, yet it carried the weight of possibility. Inside her, the heart of the machine was repaired. Pistons, valves, and joints were carefully restored, cleaned, and reassembled. Every mechanical breath was checked, every connection tested. The sounds were subtle at first, soft clicks, gentle movements, but they carried the promise of motion. She was no longer just metal. She was becoming alive again. The surface preparation was slow and meticulous. Sanding smoothed every imperfection, removing scars without erasing history. A fresh primer coat followed, sealing the work beneath and preparing her for transformation. Under the soft workshop lights, she looked calm, almost peaceful, as if she knew something beautiful was about to happen. Then came the pink. Layer by layer, her soft pastel color returned, richer and cleaner than before, yet still gentle and real. The paint flowed evenly, wrapping her form in warmth and familiarity. Floral decals were reapplied with precision, delicate and elegant. Her eyelashes were refined, her eyes carefully restored, capturing the same emotional depth, sadness, kindness, and quiet hope, without changing who she was. Reassembly brought her back together. Panels were turned to their places, wheels mounted, and every component aligned in perfect harmony. The final polish revealed a subtle shine, not exaggerated, not artificial, just enough to show she was cared for. She looked whole again, not new, but renewed. The first test was silent. She stood still as systems were checked, pressure stabilized, and connections confirmed. Then, gently, steam began to rise. Soft at first, then steady. Her wheels moved slowly, confidently, responding as if they had never forgotten how. In that moment, the years of silence disappeared. When she rolled forward, it was not dramatic. It was quiet, controlled, and deeply emotional. Under the same sky where she had once been forgotten, she moved again, pink, proud, and beautiful. Her eyes reflected the light with a calm certainty. She was no longer erased. She was restored, remembered, and alive once more.